YTBC, what's the deal? So I seen Adrien Broner and Floyd Mayweather got into it. You know, Adrien Broner said fuck TMT except for Floyd Mayweather. That's kind of weird, you know. Fuck the whole organization, but not the founder. You know, that's kind of weird to say. So, I mean, Floyd invented it, man. So you really can't say fuck your establishment, but you cool though. You know, that really doesn't work like that. And Broner being a street nigga, you would think, you know, as he says, you know, he would know shit like that, you know. You can't go and say fuck all the Crips or fuck all the Bloods, but you cool with the big homie. And, you know, that's doesn't really work like that, especially when the big homie is still on the set every day, you know. And Floyd Mayweather's at his set, he's at TMT every day, so you really can't do that, you know. What I will say is this is no surprise to me. Like, people really thought these dudes were you know, fake cousins and, you know, best friends and all this shit. Like, dude, this is boxing. Adrien Broner grew up, you know, probably, you know, grew up mimicking Floyd Mayweather ring style a little bit, you know, and as he turned pro, he's trying to follow the Mayweather motto, you know, talk shit, swallow spit, and look good while you're doing it. Everybody can't do that. Everybody doesn't have the ability to choose their opponents like that. People are not in his shoes. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to live the Mayweather life, fighting their opponents, you know, guys that we've never heard of. They're doing all types of shit, man. So, but to tell you the truth about this situation, it really doesn't surprise me at all. You know, Floyd Mayweather's doing what he's supposed to do. He's a promoter now, right? He's half retired, half promoting. So he's trying to promote, what's the dude's name? Ashley Theophane. He's trying to promote that and Adrien Broner. Now I see a lot of people are saying, you know, now it's real funny, man, because I like Mayweather as a fighter, man, but just because he thinks somebody is good, everybody thinks that fighter's good. You know, he was pushing for Errol Spence. Errol Spence is a good up and coming fighter, but he has a lot to work on. You know, this whole high walk guys down, you know, behind the high guard and get them out of there type style, that's not going to work every time. And no diss to Errol Spence, but I'm pretty sure Errol Spence and his trainer know that sooner or later they're going to have this, you know, mix it up and they're going to get other opponents that's not just going to get walked down behind the high guard and get power shots landing on them all day. It's not going to happen. Eventually he's going to get into where somebody's going to walk his ass down and he's going to have to adjust. And that's just going to happen. But with that said, he is a good up and coming kid. You know, it doesn't take a fucking boxing genius to look at that kid and say, man, this kid's the goods. You know, he does have potential of being a world champion. It doesn't take a brain science, you know, or a motherfucker that's been training forever to know that. But just because Floyd brings his name up, he's ready for Thurman and Porter and fucking Triple G and Ward. He's ready for everybody because Floyd said so. You know, so here we go with Ashley Theophane. I'm not comparing Spence to Theophane. I'm just comparing whenever Mayweather says something about a fighter, fans automatically think this dude's going to be great. Ashley Theophane. Now, some of you say, hey man, he probably does have a legit shot of beating Broner. Tell you the truth, I think I saw Theophane fight like one time. So I got to do my due diligence looking up his career, but he hasn't been somebody I've been keeping an eye on. And if he wasn't with TMT, I wouldn't even know who the fuck Ashley Theophane is. And I'm just being honest. Now, some of you may know, seen 10, 12 of his fights, and that's good. I don't follow Ashley Theophane. Thane, whatever his name is. I don't follow him. Maybe he does have a shot, you know, especially with Broner, man. Broner, I believe all his losses were he was the betting favorite. You know, I believe he was the slight betting favorite against Porter. I could be wrong. I know that was close. I think Broner was slight betting favorite going into that fight, though. The McDonough, he was a betting favorite. So his losses, you know, he was the betting favorite. So he'll be the betting favorite in this fight with Ashley Theophane. And I don't know if he wins or loses. I really don't know, man. But he was the one that entertained it, you know, by even responding to Mayweather saying Ashley Theophane and Broner should fight. He shouldn't even entertain. He should have ignored him. He wants to follow Floyd so bad he should have pulled a Floyd move. I would have been like, who the fuck is Ashley Theophane? I would have said his name wrong. Ashley Theophane. I would have said his name wrong. Like, who the fuck is that dude? Even if you do know him, even if you've been in there and sparred with him, Broner, you should have just act like you know who the fuck he was. Because don't nobody want to see you fight fucking Ashley Theophane. Except the dudes that are in the TMT gym. Like, as fans, we need to stop this shit. It's cool to like Mayweather, but don't sit and act like you really want to see Ashley Theo Payne. Like, knock it the fuck off, man. We want to see Terrence Crawford, Victor Postol, Amir Aman. You know, we don't want to see no motherfucking Ashley Theo Payne, man. Like, knock the shit, man. Like, I hate it sometimes. It's like, dude, I understand you like Mayweather and what he did, but I don't give a fuck what Mayweather say. I don't want to see Ashley Theo Payne in some title fight that he didn't even deserve. I could see if he was a #1 contender and he's calling him out. This motherfucker ain't even deserved the title shot, man. What mandatory did he fight in? Or what elimination did he fight in? Maybe I'm wrong. Please leave the comments if I'm wrong. But as soon as this fight was announced, I'm like, who? Or as soon as I'm like, man, it's just Floyd trying to promote. But Floyd is an excellent promoter. Now, he's been an excellent promoter at promoting himself for the last 20, 15, 12 years. He's been great at promoting himself. And he has got guys title shots. You know, Badu Jack, Ishe Smith, Mickey Bay, right? He got it. Yeah, Bay. And maybe another guy I'm forgetting. But so I'm not going to sit here and say there hasn't been champions that come out of his, you know, his faction. I'm not going to say that, man. I'm not going to hate to that because those are true facts. But I mean, it's still just Ishe Smith. There's nothing against Ishe Smith, man. I'm not trying to shit on these guys. But I'm just saying, let's not get this caught up like they're, you know, a level or two below Floyd. These motherfuckers are 7, 8, 9, 10 levels below Floyd. And a lot of the boxing world is guys that are around his weight are below him. So I can't, you know, act like it's a strike against those guys because they're so below Floyd. But at the same time, he can promote all he want. I don't want to see Ashley Theo Payne against Adrien Broner right now. I just don't. Maybe if Broner was coming off a loss and trying to get his bearings back together, and he took a stay busy fight against Theo Payne, then okay, great. Like, his last fight should have been against Theo Payne and not for a title. You know, him or the other dude shouldn't have been fighting for that title, but that would have been a better fight. Fighting Ashley Theo Payne then, instead of now. It's like, so you win a belt and give some obscure pedestrian motherfucker a title shot? And I'm saying obscure pedestrian compared to the rest of the guys at 140. But from the comments I'm seeing from fans, it's like, well, Floyd stamped him, so Ashley Theo Payne must be a top guy at 140. No. You know, Michael Jordan stamped Kwame Brown, too. You know, and we see how Kwame Brown turned out, right? So, yeah, man. Yeah, he also stamped, what's the dude name? Adam Morrison that played for Gonzaga. I believe that was his name, Adam Morrison, right? Morrison to play for Gonzaga. Jordan stamped him too as a top, you know, wanted him. So I mean, dude, just because Mayweather says that Theo Payne deserved the fight doesn't mean he really deserves it. And then on top of all of this, Broner and Mayweather, it doesn't surprise me, man. Like, this is boxing. They're going to get into it, and next week they may hang out. You know, you never know with these dudes, man. You just never know. But I expect Broner to be a man. You know, it's like, okay, I understand you're a little bro, and that's cool. You know, that's big bro. You're a little bro. But at the end of the day, though, man, you're still a man. You know, you got children, you got a wife and shit. You can't be little bro with kids and a wife and all that type shit to some man. This dude is not blood to you, man. If anything, like I was saying before, 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was saying this. It's on one of my videos, man. Maybe I can, wish I looked it up before this, but I was saying this. You can't be little bro if you're trying to take over the sport and you're in the same weight class. It's one thing if Floyd was some heavyweight and, you know, y'all just weight classes apart, you know, kind of like when Ali was looked up to Ray Robinson. You know what I mean? It's not like that, man. Y'all in the same weight class, man. The same weight, same height, pretty much, same weight class, and you're trying to take over the sport. You can't wait for this dude to gracefully bow out. You have to take his fucking crown, man. You come and take over that empire and kill all, you know what I mean, kill everybody. You don't come over and say, hey, do you think you can surrender now and just, when you gracefully bow out, just hand me the crown? You should have been one to take it from him, man. Not wait for him to gracefully bow out. But when I said that, fans told me, you're hating. Why do you want to see two black men fight? Just the dumbest shit. And I'm sitting there like, what? You know what I mean? And when Vladimir and Vitaly ruled the division at the same time, I was pissed because I was like, damn, man, I want to know who the best heavyweight is. I hated that two-headed monster shit. Like, 1A and 1B. No, I want to see who the best is. And I remember I was like, hey, man, either fight each other or y'all need to retire. But this 2 heavyweight champion shit, I just want to know who the best is, not who the 2 best are. I want to know who the best is. You know, so now with this, when I was saying with Broner, I was like, dude, this isn't a situation like the Klitschko's where y'all are real brothers. Like, you just saying this motherfucker your brother. Like, you can learn the game from afar and get some of the game and chop up game with Al Heyman. You don't need Mayweather to tell you the game. Now, there is things Mayweather can give to you and feed to you from experience. But everything Mayweather been to, he had a team around him. It wasn't like it was just Mayweather and he had no fucking team. You can learn from people in his team without getting close to him. If anything, learn from Heyman. Don't mess with the middleman as far as the knowledge of the game. Floyd, see, this one comes across like I'm hating on him, but I'm not. He's good and he's good at promoting. But to me, in my opinion, just my opinion, I think Heyman's the business mind. If anything, learn the model from him. You can just look at Floyd on TV and say, okay, do that. When you do that, okay, I should do this. Okay, when this happened, I should do that. Bam, okay, boom. But the business side, I'll go to the motherfucker man in charge. I ain't about to mess with the middleman. When the business side comes, I think Al Heyman is over Floyd. I know some of you say, no, they're even. Some of you may think it's Floyd and then Heyman. You can believe that. But I believe, my opinion, you know, I think it's Heyman. Then it's everybody else. And Floyd can be second and Leonard Ellerbe, whoever else. I think Heyman, you know what I mean, is the centerpiece. And Floyd, you know, is the boxer. And they're doing business together, but it's Heyman, man. So if anything, learn from Heyman. Quit calling this motherfucker your big bro. If anything, I've heard Broner say that he got millions of dollars. I don't know his bank account. I don't count people's pockets, but if he does, get your own shit on in Ohio going. He probably does have his own gym. But like something nice, renovated. Maybe he does have this already, but I always see him, flocking around in Vegas. But I know for his last fight, he closed down his camp, whatever. He took his camp serious, and that's cool. Even one of the guys in his camp, I used to work out at the gym with the dude. What's the dude's last name? Caraway? Forgot his first name. And we used to work at the gym together. Caraway, though. But I know he's a Minnesota dude, and he was in Broner's last camp. So he is getting some of the Midwest cats. Get your own shit going, man. Build a nice, sweet, cold-ass gym, you know what I mean? Open your hometown and recruit all the Midwest guys. And then usually Midwest guys, they go west. They always go to Vegas and Cali, and that's cool. Or just do something like that, man. Or if you want to be in Cali, go to Cali and get a good, start getting your own shit going, man. And I know you do your about billions and you rap and you sing and shit, but I'm talking about as far as boxing. Quit calling this dude big bro, man. Like, just, y'all can be cool, just in my opinion. I would say leave the big bro shit at the door. You don't have to get on Twitter and start cussing them out and all that. But just know that you come to take the crown, man. You're not about to wait until anybody gracefully bows out. I know Mayweather says he's retired, whatever. But whoop his fighters' asses, man. Y'all can be cool and y'all can mingle and all that shit and, be best of friends, I think, when your career is done. But right now, Mayweather's going to stick to his people and his motherfucking TMT. You're not a part of TMT. So I guess this is what happens, man, when you walk around, you want to be a fucking, a court jester and, be the clown for everybody. And while everybody's looking at you and laughing at you at the same time, first they was laughing with him. Now they laughing at him. You know what I mean? But I like Broner, man. I liked Broner 2-3 years ago when he was undefeated. And I made vids on him on my first channel, going over his style, breaking down his style with my bag in front of me, showing you why I like Broner, some of the things I like. But, some of his antics and all the other shit just makes it look kind of corny, man. But I want to see the best for Broner. And I just hope he doesn't fight Ashley Theo. I forgot his name. Theo. He shouldn't fight Theo because why? Why? Why TBC? I'm out.